music in general, the whole idea of the spaces that our music evolved through and out of is unparalleled. Thank you for being one of our guests, Dr. And a young toik. This young lady, I tell you, she's challenging, she's smart, she's forthright, and the future is in great hands. Please welcome Miss Isis Samaj. Lobby Motley seemed to, well, he's not here as yet. So let's hope he'll turn up. I think his voice really would add a lot to this first topic, music and political advocacy, from colonialism through federation and our independence. And I will be the one to make up the last chair and listen to my colleagues talk about the importance of music in the first period of our independence. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, there you go. When you hear people like Herbie that talk about making up numbers, you can't help but say to yourself, if you're sorry. Sorry for you? Okay. Thank you all so much for being here. So great to have you. I think one of the things we learned from the last 2 years is that over the past 2 years is that as wonderful as the virtual space was for allowing us to come together at a time when we couldn't physically be together, you couldn't generate the kind of energy and dynamism that you get from having people in a room like this, in a Zoom room. As grateful as we were for streaming music at a time when we couldn't go to live events, again, you simply don't get the energy, the excitement, the vibes that you do from live music. And I think that's part of why everybody is so happy to be here again. So it's fantastic to be here again. Great to see you all. As Herbie mentioned, the topic for this first Brown Nation, music and political advocacy, colonialism, federation, and independence. It's a really apt topic. I mean, Herbie and his team always have their finger on the pulse of what's important and what's current. And as we celebrate our 60th year, we're introspecting on so many things. We're reflecting. So the music obviously is a really important part of us and also deserves that introspection. And it's a really exciting topic, I think, because one of the things the music teaches me every day is not to predetermine who is an advocate or who is a prophet. You know, the fact that we have Spice writing an open letter to our Prime Minister in Dear Honourable, calling for a change to the laws on street vending to enhance the dignity of her people in the way they make a living. Or the fact that we have Jada Kingdom in a tragically appropriate song, given the events of last week, asking a question none of us can answer. How can you violate an 8-year-old? I'm calling for capital punishment for child molestation. Just to be clear, I'm not endorsing it, I'm just saying she's advocating for that. Indicates to us that advocates come in different sizes, different genders, different shapes, and we embrace all of them. And having said that, looking forward to hearing the thoughts from our fabulous panel. This afternoon, Dr. Sonia Stanley-Niles, Senior Lecturer in Cultural Studies at the University of the West Indies, Dr. Isis Samaj Paul, Lecturer in the Department of Literatures in English at the University of the West Indies, and of course, we all know Herbie Miller, Director and Curator of the Jamaica Music Museum. So I'm going to ask Herbie, of course, to kick us off by just telling us a little bit about why this topic was important for you to have us explore as we celebrate 60 years.
People, much as I love cricket, I've never been an opening batsman.
First time time for everything.
Skipper, thanks for sending me out to face the cherry. Anyhow, you know, the 60th anniversary of our independence, for most of us sitting here as I look around, is something real. We have experienced the pre-independence period, the short-lived federation period, and of course, the lowering of the Union Jack and the hoisting of our own flag. And that experience, the music of the period has helped us to understand better that transition. Because it's not all of us who sit in the history class and the sociology classes and are able to make sense of the lecture, especially at primary school level. But pop culture has really given us such insight, not only into what's taking place here in Jamaica, but globally. And so I thought it apt that we should look through the lens of pop culture at what has transpired, for better and for worse. We have accomplished a lot, those who don't say. But we have accomplished much more through culture